Hi Ashish. So today we have Ashish Dave, one of CMON's alumni, brightest students. He's also been the CR there. So Ashish is qualified chartered accountant and he's also placed at one of the most heard of names, that is the Bosch at Bangalore. So hi Ashish, how are you?
Hello. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you, Shivam. And it's a pleasure being here. And
Yeah,
I was part of the year 23, and I've been very close to Sir, and I have met him also when he was here in Bangalore. And it's been an amazing experience. The moment I met Sir and till date, it's been amazing.
yeah. And from that journey today to being one of his guests as an interviewee, it's you've come a
Yeah, I never
long way.
imagined that. Yeah, I never imagined that. But yeah,
But it's
again, the
happened.
credit goes to Sir only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ashish, tell us like how what is life like after qualifying and landing into a nice and decent, like as good as a dream job? How does it feel like? What is it like
So
on the
yeah,
other
it's
side of the
definitely
picture?
al- almost nothing been short of a dream. I never imagined this, but yeah, I knew someday I'll become CA. But the best part of doing CA is you are never sure when you will become CA. After giving the
Exactly.
exam, when the results are going to come, you're never sure that you'll pass 100%. But yeah,
Exactly.
when I passed, then for us, what happened was our results came as a surprise because it came at 7 o'clock only in the morning.
Yeah, in the
We were
morning,
expecting it to
exactly.
be there in 3 o'clock. And I prepared my plans accordingly. I'll bath and I'll go do prayers and then I'll come and check. And I suddenly woke up and I saw the results around. So yeah,
Yeah.
it took time to sink in and then, but yeah, then we celebrated, got a proper recognition from everyone. I've been working hard for this for 5, 6 years. But again,
Uh-huh.
it was somewhere I knew the task was half done because until unless you get placed in your dream company, becoming CA is nothing because the main motive was to get a good job.
Good
So
job.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
then I've been preparing for the interviews before the results only. And
Before
then
before the results itself. Yeah, right.
yeah, joined the GIR batch. And then, yeah, gave the interview and got selected. When I got selected, then also matlab, it was quite unbelievable because it was
Yeah.
one of the biggest company and best company I got shortlisted from. And yeah,
Was this on
after
your
I
list
joined
always,
the,
Ashish? Or did this just
see, it
happen to
was
you?
not in my list before I joined GIR, but when I joined GIR, I saw the company list which Sir shared.
Correct, correct,
So it was, Sir shares the list based on the package. It's
correct,
sorted that way.
correct.
So it was there in top 10.
So
So yeah, of course, the top
definitely
10
was
is
one
there
of
in your
the companies that you had your
targets.
eyes on. Oh, nice.
Yes.
So did you
And
get
when I
in
got
through,
selected,
yeah.
yes.
So did you get in through a campus placement or did you apply like separately through LinkedIn or some other website or something
No,
on their own?
Bosch Global Software Technologies I got from campus only.
Okay.
They generally don't hire off campus. They have a policy of hiring from campus only. So the list came, I applied to ICI portal, and when list came, so it was there. So after that, I troubled sir a lot of time to understand the job description and how to prepare for it. And then every doubt sessions I used to be there. Sir, ये कैसे होगा, वो कैसे होगा? And sir
Yes.
used to guide me.
So you
So
got
yeah,
into the details
then
of it.
yeah, because
That
see, for cracking a
you
job
have
description
to.
is the most important thing you need to crack. Yeah, once you understand
Exactly.
that, then you can prepare accordingly. So,
So what is your profile at Bosch right now, Ashish?
see, the profile is FP&A, and I am involved in CFO office. So the
Okay.
hierarchy of my team is like CFO is there, under him his OF is there. He's the person who has been assisting the CFO directly, and
Acha.
that person is my manager. So he's my reporting manager and right under him. So the profile is related to financial planning and analysis.
Financial planning.
The word itself, the profile itself, it says that it's more of analyzing the data and presenting it in front of
Presenting, yeah.
CFO so that he can make the necessary decisions.
Nice. So, what was the process like? How was the interview process like? How many rounds were they conducted? And can you brief us on that?
Yeah, see, in campus, they take interview of many people. So the
Correct.
process is not that tough when you go by campus. So we got shortlisted from them, and then they took an online test.
Okay.
So an online test, it was more of aptitude test,
Aptitude test. Okay.
and all. So after that, clearing that aptitude test, they shortlisted some 55 people for the final round of interview. And the interview was half an hour, one round interview, half an hour. And out of that 55 people, they selected five for the
Okay.
job.
Oh,
So
so all
yeah, this was
55
the
of you all
process.
were placed at Bosch, or then there was a PI round and then you all were narrowed
No,
down to
yeah,
10?
they took PI of 55 people and five were shortlisted for the job.
Out of 50, you were one of those five people who got shortlisted. So, what do you
Yeah.
think? What was the special skills, or what is that something that you did differently that the 50 others did not?
See, when I was going to the GI sessions, now I had the mock interview with Shivam Palans. And it
Okay.
was the one of the toughest interview I have ever given. And it was one
Okay.
of my worst interviews. Had I given that interview for articleship also, no, I would not have got selected. But yeah, that was one of the good things that happened to me because you learn from your mistakes. That's the main thing.
Correct.
That
Correct.
day, I actually felt very bad because I was like, sir took the class that interview in front of 250 people and I stumbled like anything. But I got to know where my weaknesses are. One of my weakness was communication skills, and I used to fumble like anything. So that is something I worked really hard on because first and foremost thing which is required is the way you carry yourself, the way you present yourself. Th- that is 50% of the work will be done if you do that properly. Secondly, the resume, because resume presents everything. So there was this misconception before I joined GIR that resume is something where you tell what you have done.
Hmm.
So it's not that. Sir told us, see, everyone knows that in articleship you would have done tax audit, stat audit, internal audits. That everyone
Correct.
knows and everyone expects you to do. But the thing is that how well you quantify that in your CV. Quantify in the sense that what impact did you bring in that? That was the main thing. So that thought process changed my CV a lot because previously the CV I put, I had written the company names and the work I did. But
Mhm.
after understanding that, I changed it and I made it more impact driven. What was my contribution in that? So that somehow, yeah, that
That
was one
is
of the
what.
good things which helped me a lot in, getting selected in this company. Because, yeah, communication skills and good resume, I would say.
I think there were three things that have backed you, that has helped you back this role. One, you said, is 50% of the work is done by confidence. You walk into the room as
Yeah,
if you're going to just kill it and you're going to make it somehow. The second is you work
yeah,
on your communication skills. You identify what your weaknesses are, and then you make them your strengths later on. And the third is to be prepared for the role, right? Like what domain are you going to enter into, or like what is the profile? So
yes,
that comes with making your resume very effective. Like you said, make a
yes,
very impact-driven resume. So the company
yeah,
that's hiring knows that okay, this person has the capabilities of making a change or getting out whatever is expected out of this person. So this is what
exactly.
your mantra is, right? To like getting into like a
Yeah,
good job. Okay, okay. So
yes.
what was the personal interview like? Like, was there a technical round before the personal interview, or directly you
No,
went?
after aptitude, they took the personal interview that was between me and two interviewers were there. And
Acha,
they were just to check what I felt was they were checking my communication skills, my
communication.
confidence, and how well I have done the things which I have written in resume. So my interview was more of on resume based because see, when we do our articleship, it's more of an auditing and taxation domain.
Right,
And here I am giving interview for finance domain. So that's completely different from what I did in articleship.
right.
And they also don't expect that this person will be very good in financial things. So they were just the interview was more of testing my confidence, testing how good the work I have done because my interview was taken by two chartered accountants only. So they are well aware of the work which I have done in articleship. So they just wanted to know how well I have done that work in articleship and if I'm capable of doing this work, the work which will be offered in this company. So they were testing me in those from those angles.
Okay.
So yeah,
So your
again, I said that
sincerity was
communication
looked
skills
at.
and
Yeah. So communication skills was judged, and then they looked at your sincerity or how dedicated are you towards
yeah,
doing the work, or how well you've done your work is what was judged in the personal interview.
exactly.
So at Bosch, you
Yeah,
did not have a GD round, no technical round. So it was straight
no,
away, it was a PI round.
yeah, no. So in PI, they divided the session into three parts. First, they started with some technical questions. Then
Okay.
they went into my resume-based questions. And after resume-based questions, they came to the HR questions. That is the basic questions like how will you handle the work pressure and all those types of questions.
Correct, correct. Okay,
So
so
it
it
was a
was
30 minutes interview, and yeah, it was
a
good.
30 minutes interview. Okay, that's decent
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
So now that you are into this financial planning and analysis domain, so your articleship has helped you, has not like directly contributed towards your profile that you are right now in, right? So,
Yes.
so what is your advice? Like, do you advise students that they can switch, like if their articleship has been in one particular domain, like they've done audit and taxation for a while, so you say that, do you advise that they can later on like use
No,
and they can do
they can
any,
def
get into any other domain?
see for now we as a CA freshers we can aim for any domain. Uh, like I didn't have that much of domain clarity before joining GIR. So
Correct.
when I joined GIR, I came to know about 9 to 10 different domains. So out of that, my first preference was consultancy. But somehow I saw that the companies which I am aiming, they're not preferring CA freshers. So they
Oh,
want either CA fresher, they should be rankers plus before work experience in articleship, or they are preferring MBAs from top schools. So I thought, okay, the second option was FP&A. So if I took FP&A, it will help me in joining that consultancy domain later. So that was the reason I chose FP&A. And if you talk about the articleship experience, how it helped. So see, in articleship, we did all the taxation and auditing things, but somewhere the skills which are used to do that, like Excel and PPTs, those things are somehow helpful in this job profile. Apart from that, we used to handle top clients directly. So those somehow those experiences are helpful in communicating with top management people in this company. So these are the couple of experiences which I take away from articleship which are helpful here.
okay. So this is, so you can definitely think and then you can choose a profile that you're of your liking later on once you are like through this whole
Yeah.
process.
As of
So
now, for CA freshers, you can aim for any
any
domain,
domain, so you don't have
regardless
to
of the fact
restrict.
how your articleship has been.
Okay, okay. That is a real good tip. I think a lot of people are going to like, benefit out of it because there is a preconceived notion that, okay, if I've worked in a
Yeah.
particular domain for 3 years, then I may not be eligible for a different domain. But that's not true, right? You can always,
No,
like,
no,
it's
that's
your
not. Yeah,
mindset and how keen you are to learning, which may help you still get a
exactly.
job, right?
Uh,
So, is there any
Yeah.
skill that you developed, like, between the result period and the, like, from the exams to the result period? Did you work on something? Communication skills, you said one.
Yeah,
Confidence you
communication
worked
is one
on.
of them. Apart from that, you need to be very good in your Excel and PPT things because your presentation skills and your Excel skills. The Excel which we do in articleship is more of basic level. You need to learn the advanced level. So these are the couple of skills I added. Apart from that, I worked on my networking because somewhere I learned that
Right,
network is your net worth. So yeah, these were a few things I really worked on after
right.
the after my exams.
So for this particular domain, that is financial planning and analysis, did you refer like like did you learn, did you go through a particular material, or did you like prepare yourself in a particular way that is like very customized to this particular domain? Is there anything like that that you prepared that you would like to share?
When we had the sessions with the mentors of that particular
Uh-huh.
domain, I noted down the basic things which were required, Excel and PPT being one of those things. So this was one of those things. And apart from that, sir had shared some interview questions in his portal. So these questions I prepared. See,
So
and if you talk
specific.
about the interview preparation now, the questions, if you see, there are ocean of questions, and of course you
Exactly.
can't answer all of them.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
one thing which you must have is the presence of mind.
Correct, correct.
You listen to the question and it should be like there immediately. So that presence of mind was something I was working on, that how to bring that, how to be that spontaneous, and yeah, it has to be to the point the moment I listen the questions. So you can prepare for all the questions, but yeah, you can prepare that smart tricks how you can answer all the questions.
So you just keep like you just look at a lot of questions, so you get your mind to working before you actually step into the real interview. So that is the trick. So you make your
Yeah,
mind work like quickly. So you view a lot so that when the actual questions may definitely
uh,
be different, but somewhere your mind is
yeah,
prepared to think quickly and then answer the questions accordingly. Also, I think for
Yeah,
this role,
seen some of the mock interview videos also works,
uh-huh.
like how the interview goes, how is the person behaving, and the basic things, how you clear the interviews. If you work on your basics now, so and if you follow the process, most of the things will be covered.
Nice. So that is how you think that if your basics are clear, then you can get through
Yeah,
it, and you just have to be more spontaneous and think quickly for the interviews. That
exactly.
is
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So one more thing interesting in your profile that we've seen, Ashish, is that you've also volunteered for Robin Hood Army. So could you
Yeah.
share something about your experience and your journey? Because I'm sure a lot of students might want to,
Yeah.
have something like this
So yeah,
organized.
joining Robin Hood Army, the idea came from Shivam only, because after clearing the exams, I was just going through his videos. So
Okay.
there he gave lots of suggestions like reading newspaper daily, reading the books. He named some books, and again he asked us to join such NGOs. So these will help us to matlab, make our CV more bright. So as the motive was behind joining Robin Hood Army was this only. But I started it and I started enjoying it. So Robin Hood Army, we have two types of drive: food drive and academic drive. In food drive, we take foods from hotels and distribute it in slums. And in academic drives, we go to the slum areas and help this less fortunate children in studying. And they go to government schools. So we
Okay.
help them, giving them some tuitions and giving them some help which is required in academic field. So we also do some distribution of these stationaries and all regularly, conduct activities for them, games, and we play and we do a lot of fun. So I started to add that impact in my CV, but then I started enjoying it and I have been part of it
Mhm.
from 6 months. And yeah, it's been a great experience, and the happiness which you get from matlab, seeing those smiles in those little ones
Saying
is
these,
just out of the world. Yeah.
the you feel fulfilled as an individual more than like professionally. Okay, you're working for yourself, but this is something that you feel that okay, I'm contributing to the
Yeah.
society that I live in, and it makes you more fulfilled. It gives you that fulfilling feeling. Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So the last question that I would ask you, Ashish, is as as you are on that other side, tell us how your life is post qualifying, getting a nice job, having a handsome package. So what is it like on the other side now? Like how does it feel?
Amazing, yeah. Amazing. It's just amazing. And the best part is, I never thought that after clearing the life will be so good. And best part was that I could enjoy all the festivals properly because generally our exams are in November.
Exactly. Yes.
So, and in
Student has to compromise
Kolkata,
a lot on those areas.
yeah. So 4 or 5 years, yeah, I never enjoyed Durga Puja, Diwali, and these things. So this time I enjoyed this, and apart from this, I caught up with a lot of my relatives and friends, and I met them. And yeah, I love traveling. I have traveled a lot. After my CA exams, I have gone for 5, 6 trips and road trips and trekking and all. So yeah, these are the things which I used to miss during my CA exams. But I thought, okay, today I'll sacrifice and uh, maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow when I become a CA, I'll do this. So these are the things. And best part is ki you don't, when you are doing CA, now you don't have clarity of what you will do after the exams. Like after exams, you have only
Correct.
2 hours, 2 months.
2
Then two
months.
months, your results will be out. You may pass or you may fail. If you fail,
Yeah.
you will have to start again. So
Uh,
now that 2 months thing is, but when you enjoy now, then also you think after 2 months, I don't know what will happen. But now I'm
yeah.
more free, mentally more free. So
Like
that's the
yeah,
best
that
part.
pressure is off your head now at least.
Yeah, yeah,
So we can say that the hustle is completely worth the tussle.
yeah,
The hard
definitely.
work that you put in is paying you in a lot of ways in terms of respect that you earn post qualifying, the money that comes in with
Definitely,
it,
yeah.
the freedom that comes in with it, and of course the
Yeah, money is one of the things.
yeah,
But yeah, when people used to ask, what are you doing? We used to say CA, doing CA. And like, how long will it take? How many years? Okay, matlab, they look from different perception, like whether this person will pass or not. But now when they ask, what are you doing? I say, I'm a chartered accountant. So yeah, matlab,
confidence
then
and
there's a
that
different
boost
feel.
of
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So your self-esteem is skyrocketing right now.
definitely, yeah. But I
Children are
have some
not
other targets set.
as well.
I need to work on it. Then
Uh,
that thing will get done.
Great, yeah, great. Thank you, Ashish. Thank you for sharing your wonderful experience. I'm sure this journey of yours is going to inspire a lot of other people to like land on their dream job. Thanks a lot for
Yeah.
coming on board with us and sharing your experience like in detail, like telling us everything, the inside story, like how you start off and then how does it take, and then finally where do you end up, like where you land and what is the feeling post qualification. Thanks a lot, Ashish, for
Yeah.
coming on board. Uh, Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah, it's been an amazing session. Thank you. And last thing I would like to say, saying of MS Dhoni, the success is not guaranteed, but the effort is. So don't matlab, crave for success only. You focus on your process. Success you will achieve automatically.
Will
Thank you.
follow. Okay, thanks a lot.